This episode of The Riff with UCLA Shenanigans is brought to you by Audible. Read a book. What are you, chicken?
You're listening to the Riff podcast, the only podcast at UCLA, hosted by me, Noah Stern.
And me, Rafe Burstein.
On this podcast, we talk to local comedians and learn what makes them tick. Today in the booth, we're joined by the wonderful Felipe Briss.
Hey, what's up?
And the birthday girl herself, Akila Rajesh.
Hello.
Wow, so this is actually our first podcast with returning guests.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it is.
Save for
Oh my God.
Furcon every now and then.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
thought he
if you
was
don't
dead.
count the first three.
I have completely blocked out those first three from memory. Those are the dark ages.
The cereal
Are those-
mascots.
Are those the ones last year?
Yes.
Like
Like
Not-
a year ago.
yeah,
when,
like
when we were
last
juniors,
school year.
when we were third years.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Last spring.
Yep. Well, this is our first podcast back from break. It's the beginning of 2019. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fine. How was your guys' winter breaks?
Birthday girl.
Well, my winter break was in Monterey, where it is freezing cold. And honestly, as much as I love my mom, she does this thing where she loves opening up all the windows, even when it's freezing cold. It could be night, and she'll open up the balcony door and just let the breeze in because she feels suffocated. So, and that breeze travels into my room, all over my house, and it just turns the whole place into a fucking tundra. And so I was basically in bed rest with like 5 blankets on top of me for all of break,
Wow.
watching Bandersnatch, doing all the fucking options.
Oh my God. Wow. Being in bed covered in blankets, watching Netflix. That sounds terrible.
No,
The worst. Simply the worst.
well, because everyone else was like, I feel like everyone was traveling. Yeah, Felipe, shut up. You were in like Switzerland.
Okay,
skiing.
look, I was
like,
home.
I would rather do
it's
that.
not like I went on vacation. I just went to my parents' house.
But that's in Switzerland. Like, I live in like Monterey.
Okay, you want to talk cold?
Okay, but like you get thicker jackets or whatever.
You could buy a jacket here if you want it.
Yeah, but it's like in Monterey, see, it would be really extra if I went out in like a snow jacket.
I mean, look, if you're cold, wear a jacket.
Yeah, that's
Just,
on you.
Just feel
That's
feel
not
comfortable.
on me.
That sounds like pretty good life advice. If you're
I
cold,
would get
wear a
bullied.
jacket. You would get, hold on.
I would get
You're
bullied.
saying you would get bullied.
Yes.
Now, I happen to have
who?
lived in the Monterey area.
Shut up. You're Santa Cruz.
That's, oh man, did I just commit like a,
Oh, the West Coast.
a Santa Cruz County faux
no,
pas?
Santa Cruz is
No, wait, it
not.
is
Ray-
West
Rafe
Coast.
and I
Oh,
are
the
just-
East Coast.
Kumbaya.
Um,
Yeah, no, it doesn't get cold in like Santa Cruz and Monterey.
yeah, I mean, there's,
It's freezing cold.
okay,
cold.
it never actually snows, so I wouldn't say freezing.
Okay, but it's like at that point where
literally
it's
not
like
freezing.
literally 1 degree less and ice turns to water. No, water turns to ice.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
We're so
'Cause-
close to cold.
Cause see, some days in Switzerland in winter, we have days that are above freezing, and we still have to wear the same jackets as when it's below freezing.
How long are the days in Switzerland?
Hopefully 24 hours.
Yeah, we got the full.
when does the
you
sun
mean
set?
sunlight?
Yes, the
fuck.
day part of the day.
I don't like. It's not that different. It's like maybe sun will set like 5. I have never been up for the
5
sunset.
p.m.
4:30 sometimes in midwinter.
Oh my God. Wait, so when do you wake up?
Well, look, I wake up at like 10 because I'm lazy, but other people.
So you only live for 11, 12, 1, 2, 3.
She's a CS major?
7
I did know that.
hours?
7 hours a day. Like if I'm going skiing, I'll wake up really early to like hit the mountain.
Why do I feel like 7 hours is actually really long?
Because that is a long time. Everyone in Scandinavia right now is like, that is not that much.
All right, so Noah's
yeah.
never been to Scandinavia.
No,
or
that was-
talked
that
to a
was-
Scandinavian.
Nor should he. It's frankly, it's too cold and
No,
and
oh
That
my
was
sad.
some
God.
hybrid of Italian. I just think,
I'm
yuck.
going to show you.
I am a Swedish schoolboy.
Oh, see, that's
It's a me,
better.
a Borat.
Every day, I've told Felipe this already, but every day I log into Twitter, there is some video of nature is beautiful and it'll be Switzerland.
Yeah, but
It'll
that's
always
all there
feature
is.
Switzerland.
It's a very boring. There's nothing else but nature.
It's gorgeous.
There
It looks
aren't-
like heaven.
there
If you
aren't
if I had
things
to
to
draw
do.
heaven, I would draw Switzerland.
Like, you know how there's places
Cows
where
included.
things happen? Switzerland isn't one of those places.
Because the thing that's happening.
They
is
need a war to
God.
stir shit up.
Switzerland. Hold on, we're talking about Switzerland. If they had a war, they would still remain out of it.
Exactly. This
Just
Yeah.
the average cycle of the world. So we're
And
not
then they
just here to
keep the
talk about
losers' money.
Switzerland. We're not here just to talk about Switzerland. I understand
Good.
it's Akila's birthday today.
And they have chocolate.
Woo!
Really? Swiss chocolate?
Oh,
Hey.
you're talking
What
about Switzerland still? I thought you had chocolate.
I want chocolate.
Did you bring chocolate for everybody?
I
You know it's rude if you don't bring chocolate for the whole class.
I did.
If you don't bring it for the whole class, they tossed in the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that a thing people do?
I
What
mean,
were
it's a
your
thing I
guys'
would do as a teacher.
What did you guys' teachers do as punishment? I got cards.
I once had a teacher who was upset that I was looking at the next day's spelling words. I think while they were teaching, so they tore that page out of the book.
The best part of that is you would do that. I can literally, if anyone in class did it, it would be Rafe Burstein.
To this day, I don't know how to spell those words.
When I was in the fourth grade, I got in trouble for spitting, and my punishment was I had to help clean the school grounds with the janitor.
Jesus.
Honestly,
For
good.
spitting.
No one
you
should
spit?
spit.
The funny thing is, I went to the principal's office, and it was me and two other kids, and the principal said, "Okay, you've done a bad thing. I've written this letter to your parents. Here you go. Give it to them." And I'm like, they are never going to see this fucking letter.
Can you imagine if the post office was like that? They could just be like, ooh, this would reflect poorly on me. I'm not going to deliver this.
Yeah, that's why they
What
never get in any shit.
What if it was a roast and actually the letter was very complimentary?
Yin.
It was
Yeah.
very nice towards you.
The word you're
I mean,
looking for
they're-
is complimentary.
Thank you, the CS major.
They're my parents, though. I don't need to convince them.
Oh.
I hope they love me.
What was the worst trouble you guys got into in grade school?
Oh, easy. Once I did this like one Just Run program thing where like it's an after school program for kids and you like you just run. That's literally the program. And I had this one PE teacher who like ran the program and he told us to like go run like a few laps or something for like a warm up. And I said, "I hate you," but like jokingly. He got so mad. He was like, "What did you say?" I was like, I dislike you. And he was like, "Akila, you're suspended."
Wow.
And he just sent me home.
That's
And
a heavy hammer.
yeah. Honestly, white people take the H word really seriously.
Hate?
I don't know why you thought saying "I dislike you" would have the teacher go, "Oh, okay then." I thought you said "I glaive you."
I said dislike because I was like, okay, well, at least that doesn't have as bad of a connotation as hate. But I
At
guess
least then
he
you're
heard
being
hate
honest.
anyways, so he was just like, go. And he made me write an apology letter to him signed by my parents in order for me to get back into the program.
What a
Yikes.
What a
baby.
dick.
Yeah.
I hate that
And
guy.
at the time, you know the worst part? At the time, I really thought I did something horrible. I was like that kind of kid where like if you punish me, I would really think about my actions.
And now, look
And
at
now
what
she
happened
goes
to you.
around unpunished.
And now I'm like,
She's always
you know
drunk.
what? You're in the wrong.
We've never met sober Akila.
no.
That's true. I'm
Her, in her own words,
Hey,
we've never met
I'm
her.
21 now. It's legal. This is the first.
So
beer
every
I've ever
other
had.
time that we've met
Uh-huh.
you've been breaking the law, is what you're saying.
She wasn't drunk on alcohol.
Yeah, it was coffee.
Oh.
and methamphetamine.
It was no, just kidding. I was high on life.
And by life, methamphetamines. The worst trouble I ever got in was...
Oh, sure. We didn't ask you, but go ahead.
It's called a round table, okay? And-
Well, you
We're not
just
even
went
at a
right
table.
across.
It's called a two-way glass.
yeah.
Yeah, it's called two separate rooms.
The next logical person
It's
would have
called
been Ray for myself.
segregation.
Go ahead, though.
Go ahead. Oh, I was
I
wanting
already
her to go
started,
ahead
yeah.
about
Wait, I'm
segregation.
curious, Noah. You started off strong. I want to hear the rest of it.
All right, so the worst trouble I ever got in was a two-parter. Part one was we used to take ketchup packets and put them under the toilet seat so that when somebody sat down, it would spray ketchup on the back of their legs.
Did you take that from the Captain
I
Underpants
did.
books?
Thank you. That's exactly. It was
Wow.
called like a squeegee or a squishy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lifted it straight
And it
from
worked
Captain
out
Underpants.
for them, George
It
and
did.
Harold.
One time we did it, and I was like, okay, we want to test and make sure if it works. So my friend, set up the ketchup packets, And I stood in front of the toilet, and I was like, okay, we got to make sure it works. Can you just stomp on the toilet seat? He's like, sure. So he stomps on the toilet seat. It sprays everywhere.
Oh
It
my
gets on my
God.
jeans. It gets on the wall behind us. It looks like a murder scene in there with
How
ketchup
old
everywhere.
were you for this?
17.
This was last week.
Yes. Geez, I must have been like 7 or 8 years old. It was like maybe first or second grade.
Damn, that's
And
ballsy.
we were like, oh no, there's ketchup everywhere. So we ran out, and as we were running out of the bathroom, the mean old grumpy PE teacher was walking in.
Oh my God,
and-
was it
Oy.
Mr. Robbie?
No, it was Mr. Talbot. Ugh, what a jerk.
I just called out my PE teacher. I hope he doesn't listen to this.
I hope Mr. Talbot doesn't listen to this. Oh boy. Turns out he was just a great guy going through a divorce. Anyways, he looks at all of us covered in ketchup, and he's like,
Wait. My PE teacher was a great guy going through a divorce.
Did
Oh
you
my
ever
God.
see them in the same room at the same time?
no, what?
Yeah, no way.
What if we both had the same grumpy divorcee?
God, does he have a
PE
daughter?
teacher? Yes.
Oh my God, that's insane. And does he like still love his daughter a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You're
We have
just
the
trying to
same
cover your ass here, Akila.
No, I swear. I saw him later in like high school. I was like, oh, he's doing well. He's like positive and optimistic. He's my brother's PE teacher right now. My brother goes to
Ooh.
the same school as me.
How old's your brother?
I'm
Your
giving
brother
too
goes to
many
UCLA?
details. He goes to the International School
Oh,
of Monterey. I should really stop.
Monterey
th-
is an international
There are
school?
plenty of your fans out here listening that are
Yeah.
very worried about getting that information.
I mean, if you look at the chat, look, that is an endorsement. That is a fan letter we've got.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. We have a fan letter that just says, shut up, Felipe. So,
When was that sent?
I've gotten a lot of those.
5:11? No, wait.
it was sent 8
9/11?
minutes ago. Oh, well.
Eh.
That's when the podcast began.
That's And yeah, I got in big
Introduced
trouble.
himself. Oh,
Wait,
wait,
how-
now it
what was
says,
the trouble, though?
Wait,
What-
there's a follow-up. It says, JK, I love you, Felipe.
Oh,
Aw.
that's
Are these
great.
real?
Yeah, anyone right now can tune into UCLARadio.com and check us out. Although if you're listening to this and not on UCLARadio.com, then you're listening to it in post on YouTube, and it's just an endless cycle of
In
going
which
back and
case,
forth.
hello, Rafe's parents.
and Noah's parents. My mom listens now. Great, hi mom.
Hello, Mrs. Stern.
That's what put us over the edge to double digits.
Yeah, yes. All of our moms clicking refresh.
Yes.
So does anyone else have any getting in trouble stories?
Yeah, the worst trouble I ever got was senior year of high school. I got in
Ooh.
a fight.
Yikes.
A
For-
physical one?
Yeah, physical fight, and I maintain it was for a good fucking reason. It's so there was a lot of very rich kids at my school. Like
Switzerland.
Like-
the GDP's so high.
okay, like go out and spend like $80 on one night, which I couldn't fucking afford. So one of these kids one day, like as a joke, steals my wallet.
Oh, just a funny joke.
Just as a joke, and
Yeah.
I know this kid. He's the kind who would like just keep all the money because he doesn't understand that money is like worth.
And power. Yeah, money is time, and time
Yeah,
is money.
like money like is hard to get. So I said, "Oh fuck no!" So I get up and I chase him like around the halls, and eventually just tackle the guy to the ground and take my wallet back. He was like, "Why did you tackle me?" I was like, "Were you gonna give the money back?" I mean, no, but it's only like $50, and they're like,
Bleh.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
So then
That's how money works. You can steal it if it's a small enough amount.
I was like, "What the fuck are you even saying?"
Did you get in trouble for that? Or that was just-
I got in trouble for that because I tackled the guy to the ground, but I still
Ooh.
think I was justified because it was for $50.
I feel like in this group, most of us were justified in our actions. I mean, Noah's was kind of weird.
Yeah, no,
No,
I was
no.
just recreating my favorite literary classic,
You were
Captain
just doing
Underpants.
a bit. Is
Yeah,
that
just doing a bit.
illegal?
Just doing a bit.
doing
And
a
he
bit?
roasted
People get paid
himself.
for that.
Yeah.
Since
I
when is doing
got
bits
the most
illegal?
punishment for that. I had to clean the walls and shit. It was
It was
bad.
karma.
Karma Kamalian.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got in trouble a lot for talking during class. That
Hmm.
was like the big thing.
One day, my math teacher, I was on fire. I was just making people laugh, right? He goes, no, let me see you outside. This was like 6th grade.
It's like,
And-
you're not funny.
Well, no, he sits me down and he goes, Noah, I understand you're having fun in there, but I just want to let you know, you're not really a class clown. You're just annoying. And I was like, holy
Oh
shit.
my god! Wait, this was 6th grade.
6th grade. So I was like,
Damn.
oh, this is what anxiety feels like. People
shit.
don't really like me.
Oh shit.
Wait, that's so rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, teachers have
Well,
said like
sure
lots
got me to
of
shut the
rude
fuck up,
Oh
things
my
so.
god.
to me.
I actually had the opposite experience. Like I was doing a presentation
Mm-hmm.
and I was just
Somebody said, "Did you know how hilarious Noah is?"
like
And you're like, I don't know that guy yet.
me and my
Years.
friends
It'll make sense in a few years.
me and my friends doing the project we didn't give a shit, so we were just like fucking around. And at the end is like the teacher pulls us aside and he's like, "You're being clowns." And we're
Wow.
like, "Fuck yeah." Awesome.
Wow.
That empowered us more than anything.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
What do you think was the best year to be a clown?
Oh.
2016,
Probably
I
the
remember.
first
the year before John Wayne Gacy was captured. That's for sure.
Definitely before Stephen King was alive.
Yeah.
But
I was a class clown in 3rd grade. Do you know what happened? My teacher was
No,
like,
I don't.
Your teachers
Please tell
killed
us.
themselves.
my teacher was, it was Veterans Day. My teacher was
Oh
like,
God,
"Does
did you disrespect
anyone
the veterans? How dare you? I bet you
kind
kneel
of
for the
low-key,
flag.
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
said,
so do I.
so I'm,
You're a
first
terrible
of all,
person.
Just to clarify, I wasn't born in this country. I don't have American parents.
But you do have American citizenship
Yeah,
as
okay,
of recently.
Recently.
Yeah, there
which
you
means
go.
she doesn't have to prove shit.
Yeah.
Recently. Yeah. So my teacher was like, "Does anyone know what Veterans Day is? Why do we celebrate Veterans Day?" I raised my hand so confidently, like my hand shoots up, and she's like, "Akila," I'm like, "It's a day where we celebrate doctors," and she's like, "What kind of doctors?" And I'm like, "Pet doctors," and the whole class uproarious laughter.
And everyone
I was like so
applauded.
confused. Like, why is that funny? Like, I'm just stating a fact. And she's like, "That's a veterinarian." My friend Sophia turns to me. She's like, "That's a veterinarian." I'm like, "What?"
Fuck you, Sophia.
Like, then
fuck
what's a
Sophia.
veteran?
Every class had a Sophia.
Yep.
Oh no, Sophia was cool. Oh, I loved Sophia.
Sounds
She
like
was
a
my
nerd.
2nd grade best friend. She hung out with me when no one else would because I came into school in 2nd grade a little late into the semester. So everyone was like, "Oh, who's this weird girl?" And Sophia was like, "I like her." And then we played like fairies and dragons and stuff like all throughout 2nd grade and 3rd grade. It was so
Wow.
fun.
Wow.
I was the ice
think you need a
princess.
Sophia now because right now no one will hang out with you.
Well, actually,
Yeah, I'm in the same booth as you, and I'm not totally comfortable.
I'm thinking of something to add.
Rafe,
Fuck,
you never
you're
got in
right.
trouble with you never got in trouble at school?
No, I was an angel.
dude, that's bullshit.
Do we believe
I
in
can't
angels?
yes and if I
He's
don't
lying.
have stories.
He knifed a guy. I can see it in his eyes.
Yeah.
You've never gotten? Were you like obsessed with like not getting in trouble?
Oh, I was just telling a story to someone I think yesterday. I at one point had I had a teacher who was like, "We're going to do reading logs and write like how much you read every night." And so my mom had just written in it, "Rafe read like 30 minutes every night this month or something." And then the teacher looked at that and was like, "This is garbage. This doesn't mean anything." Like,
Wow.
I mean, not literally, but she was like, "No, you don't get the cool prize for reading every night, Rafe, because you didn't journal this." So
Oh.
then my mom talked to, this was when I was very young, my mom talked to the teacher and was like, "Hey, no, Rafe actually did work really hard." And so the teacher was like, "All right, Rafe, you can take a little finger puppet from the finger puppet drawer." And I was like, "Yay." And then the next day the teacher was like, "So for future information, you need to write what you're reading every single night. Some parent cornered me in the parking lot and forced me to give their child a prize." And I was like, humiliated.
Oh my god.
Ah. What a
Yikes.
dick.
Anyways, I have no idea where that teacher is now. Maybe dead.
I hope she's in hell.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Rafe, did you go to like me, did you go to a small Jewish school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not the same one as you.
No, but hundreds of miles apart.
I had really weird teachers in like 3rd grade who were sort of like have you ever had those teachers who don't want you knowing more than they've already taught?
Yes.
They're like, in 1942, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, and they're like, and he spread smallpox, and they're like, no, we're not there yet. Shut up.
No, but this was like even crazier. Like in 3rd grade, we were learning subtraction, and my mom had already taught me borrowing. You know, borrowing when you do it like hand drawn.
Borrowing?
Hand
When
draw?
you're like,
This really is a
when
Jewish school.
you're writing it by hand.
Gonna get playfully anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playfully only.
Yeah.
Only.
I'll get back to that. So let's say you're subtracting like 40 from like
50.
yes, or like 41 from 50. So you can't do, and you go, okay, right column, 0 minus 1. Well,
Yeah, you
I
have to
can't do that,
borrow
so I
from
have
the
to
four.
borrow, make that a 10. 0 minus 1 is 9. So
You already lost me.
It's subtraction, Felipe.
it's subtraction,
I
and it's
don't-
just a trick to make
Do
it
they not teach that
to
in
make it
Switzerland?
easier.
I don't know how subtraction works.
So they
Girl,
I'm
would.
sure they teach it. I just didn't hear about it.
you definitely did.
I
they-
don't.
Could
do
you
the
not do
math.
51 minus 40? Or 40
Is
minus
it
51?
-9?
No, not like that. Like if you like had to write it down on a paper and like borrow and do
I'm
the
sure
thing.
that at some point in my life I could.
I feel like you definitely can. It's not something you forget. Like if you did 256 minus like 323.
It is something you
I already
forget.
can't. That's too much. Literally, numbers above 100 I cannot subtract, and any division I can't do.
Yeah, I mean, look
I
at
can't
Noah. He
blame you
just said
guys,
that
though.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1942.
Oh fuck! It's for. Oh,
You
that's
know-
so dumb.
3 years before the end of World War II, Columbus discovered.
America.
God damn it. Rafe, please edit that out. Oh god.
No, I can't.
Oh,
My hands are
geez.
tied.
Oh jeez. 1492.
That's true, Rafe
In
can't edit any of this out.
1942, a guy sailed across the Atlantic and said, "I claim this land for Spain."
Yeah. And FDR was like, okay, sure.
I
We're
claim your
fighting
ass.
Spain right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they wouldn't let me use borrowing, even though it made subtraction quicker.
What?
Like they made us learn something called like landscaping, which I've never used since or heard of anyone else teach. Where it was you had to draw like let's say you do whatever,
40 minus 50. 41 minus 50.
yeah, 50 minus 41,
Okay.
and then you had to draw a little tiny house for the 41 and a
Oh
little
my
tiny house for
God.
the 50, and then you had to count with little fence posts how many like little fence
Christ.
posts from one to the other, and it took like 20 minutes to do it at all, and they're like, you can't do borrowing because that's not what we're learning.
Oh my God. I hate when they do like a really complicated version and then they show up with like a much simplified version. I don't think that's
That's college.
necessarily always helpful. Especially with math. It's the worst with math.
I
Math
was
is
so
terrible.
fucking bad at math all through like elementary school. There was 3 years where I just didn't pay attention in math. And then like I got to a certain grade and like the teacher sent out an email was like, "Oh, the students, they need a calculator with square roots for this year." And my dad's like, "Oh, you need a calculator with square roots. You know what square root is?" And I'm like, "No." She says you've done fractions. I'm like, "What the fuck is a fraction?"
Yeah.
Like,
I think
I don't know.
we can all remember the point when our teacher said, now you can't use a calculator because in the future you won't just have a calculator on you at all
Oh,
times.
my God,
and
the
within
worst.
within like
I
2
freaking
years,
took like
the phones
calculus
came
at
out.
UCLA and they're like, no calculator.
Do you
I'm like,
remember the-
oh my God.
Do you remember there was a time when people didn't have a camera on them?
Can you imagine if you laid out every item that just the most basic smartphone can do? If you had a flashlight, a camera, a telephone, GPS, a compass, all of that, and you were like, that's more than a backpack's
That's a
worth of
satchel.
equipment. Yeah.
That's like what Indiana Jones has on at all times.
And we got that in a 4-inch square on our
Yeah,
phone.
but you needed like a charger and like an outlet everywhere.
Yeah, that completely invalidates everything
Exactly.
I'm saying.
It
Yeah.
does. What if you're where Indiana Jones is? Where are you going to find an outlet, Noah?
I think you just rub two sticks together.
Okay.
Yeah, and then fire, and then from
Fire,
fire
okay.
you get
Electrical
From fire,
lines.
you make a steam engine, and from steam engine, you power iPhones.
It's a
Bada
3-step
bing, bada boom.
process.
I think you
Yes.
all would die if you
Mm.
were left on like an island alone.
Now, I'm not going
think
to
I would
disagree with
survive.
you. Okay, I do
depends on the
disagree with
island.
that.
I think I would survive.
What qualifications do you have?
Patience.
I
You
can
think
do
Monterey is
subtraction.
freezing?
Yeah, if you think, Monterey
I'll
is
bury
a
myself in
fucking
sand.
coastal temperate climate.
Who can kill the biggest spider among us?
I
No,
mean,
I-
if it was
I'd run.
coming
Let's
down to
see.
survival, I can do anything.
I think we got to put that to the test.
I think you're just talking about the human condition there.
Yeah, I'm talking about my condition is better.
How much can you vertically leap in the air?
Probably a lot.
Like in feet?
Like 10.
10 feet?
Vertically, wow, having a vertical 10-foot, you would be on every, fuck the WNBA, you would be on every NBA
Yeah, but
team.
I just need like enough
with that leap.
stress to do it. Like if I'm
10
relaxed,
feet?
I can't.
Or
do
like a spooky
Wait, hold
situation,
on.
like
Yeah.
someone scares her and she's like, "Woo!"
Just so you know,
That's
hovers
like
in the
we
air.
That's
don't
funny.
mean
Just-
horizontally. We mean vertically 10
Oh,
feet.
horizontally, we can go like what 20?
No, what do you mean we?
Wait, that's like
We as in me and my
6
soul.
meters.
Yeah,
No.
6 meters.
I,
See, I
heard
just
it here.
finished doing the math.
you know, I think she's wrong, but I don't know enough about meters to disprove it.
That's like
so,
1,000
okay.
yards.
That
Also, you
checks out
don't
for me.
know enough about my tenacity.
That's true. I don't.
Yeah, that's sort of a private matter.
Wow. Yeah. So, Rafe, no in trouble stories from middle school. From
Just a lot of seething resentment.
I see.
Ooh.
I went to a Jewish high school too for a good amount, and on my last day before I transferred out, I brought a ham and cheese sandwich to school just to really. And looking back, it's like, hey, who's that asshole kid ruining it for everyone? Oh, that's Noah. But at the time, I thought I was truly badass.
Are you the type of person who you see someone's looking forward to a movie and you spoil it for them and you're like, that was the joke that I spoiled the movie?
I don't believe in spoiling movies just out of principle, but I am the person who, when I show someone like a YouTube video or movie, I'm watching them, not the screen, because I'm like,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
me.
react,
Yeah.
react. So at the same points I reacted, so we
Yeah.
could be in this together. Yeah.
Could you guys imagine if we were in middle school together? I feel like we all would bully each other so much.
What would be the hierarchy of bullies here?
I think Noah's at the top, low
Oh,
key.
okay.
Noah
Yeah,
and
I
Felipe
see.
are low key at the top. I would
Okay,
want
I'll
to
take
bully
that.
both of you, but the thing is, back then I cared a lot about my reputation and my status with the teachers. So I would like refrain and be the bigger person.
I'm sensing that you're gonna put Rafe at the bottom.
Rafe's at the bottom, yeah.
I don't think I honestly think if Rafe needs
Rafe-
to,
I
he
would
could
never
easily
bully Rafe.
down.
Rafe is pulling
But you guys
strings,
would
man.
bully
He's a
Rafe.
mastermind.
Yeah.
I feel like Rafe would end up succeeding like better in like middle school, like beyond all of us. But at the same time, I feel like he would also be like the victim of you two.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I did not succeed in middle school.
I feel like you were a bully in middle school.
I was not actually.
I
I
feel
was
like
bullied
no
in
one in
middle school.
Shenanigans could possibly have been a bully.
Yeah, it's the thing about.
That's the thing about funny
Being in-
people
yeah.
is a lot of them are lonely.
That's how we keep things going. We make jokes to make ourselves feel better.
Oh, don't forget to plug the Geek Week show.
Oh, right. We do have a Friday Geek Week show. It's this
Ooh.
Friday, the 12th.
Shenanigans will be performing.
And a Monday show.
And a Monday show, the Welcome Week show. That's going to be huge. That's a great
Huge.
show. We got stand-up, a sketch or two, some digital stuff being shown.
Do you know what sketches we're
Improv.
doing?
I have no idea.
Right.
But improv, I know Identity Crisis and Sidekicks are going to be
Yeah.
performing. Yeah.
And Shenanigans will one day soon be at USC for a Sketchella performance. If you guys want to come down to USC and catch that, there's a lot of teams performing, not just UCLA. There's USC. It was like Washington last time or something.
There's one from Arizona.
Arizona.
I think is Washington
They're
this year?
really good.
I don't know. There's people from all over.
There's
and
people
it's,
from all
it's
over.
fun because
It's
USC is
global comedy.
they're much better at the comedies than we are.
Yikes.
You heard it here
And we
first.
don't have enough cars to go around, so we have to sit on each other's laps.
Wait,
Oh, that was
Rafe, did you
fun.
go last year?
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
a
remember
fun
that
adventure.
like we were about to leave in Hannah's car and Steven had still disappeared. So I ran to his apartment,
Oh, right.
climbed in through his window, and he was this is 6 in the
Oh,
afternoon,
yes,
by the
I
way.
remember.
And he was asleep in his bed. And we all thought he was like we actually thought something had happened to him. Because he wasn't answering anyone's calls.
he didn't answer his like phone, his calls. He wasn't texting his girlfriend at the time. He like literally
Yeah,
was like incognito.
We thought something had happened. So I ran over to his apartment and was like, I
He's just
slept in.
napping.
No.
Christ.
He
Moral-
wasn't napping as a thing. He'd gone to bed the previous night and hadn't woken up.
Oof.
And it was 6 in the afternoon.
Moral of the story: just stay awake to check your phone. God, why are you going away into your REM cycles?
No one else talk. I want to see how long
Yeah,
she can
just-
drag this out.
You guys have no idea. I could do a one-man podcast.
I'm almost convinced that
It's called stand-up.
yeah,
Speaking of
It's called
improv,
stand-up.
yeah. Speaking of improv, have you been doing it? You've been taking classes, right, Rafe?
I did. I had my show. None of you showed up.
You didn't
You
promo
didn't
it.
invite
You
us.
didn't tell us.
I did on the podcast. Grace and Chloe
Oh.
said they'd show up, and they didn't because they're liars.
I don't listen to the
I don't- yeah.
podcast.
As much as I love
No
being
one
on the
listens
podcast,
to the
I have yet to
podcast.
watch them all.
Hi, Mrs. Bernstein.
Hi, Miss Bernstein.
It's not even her name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, earlier
Well,
you
what
said
is-
Mrs.
what is-
Stern. That's not even my mom's name.
Mrs.
I don't
Rafe's
know.
Mom.
I just have to.
Yes,
It was a good guess.
Akila got it right.
It was a good guess.
Mrs. Rafe's mom.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
But yeah, the show went fine, and a bunch of people showed up
good.
for me.
Aw.
Nice.
So you didn't even need us.
I mean, it would have been nice
Where was it?
at UCB.
Can you recreate it sometime so
It's
we
a
can?
drive.
Oh, it was at UCB. Oh shit, that's big shit.
I made a joke about romaine lettuce, so that's what
Ooh.
you missed.
Fuck.
Did it go over
God
well?
damn it.
Yeah, it went fine. A friend of mine was like, yeah, that was the highlight of the night, and I was like, was it though?
When is lettuce ever not the highlight of the night?
Let
is
us
lettuce
ask our
still like banned
listeners.
from America or whatever? Like, is Chipotle still doing that thing
Where
like every
they-
like few months they're like, green things are bad for you.
No, that's just Chipotle not understanding how a clean supply chain works and always getting Ebola or E. coli in their
Ebola or E.
E.
coli.
yeah in their
Coca-Cola.
lettuce.
Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
think they named Coca-Cola? From E.
Ebola.
coli.
Wait, no way.
It's Coca-Cola.
I thought it was from cocaine.
No, all
Yes,
this time it was E. coli.
I don't know who's doing the bit.
Before cocaine, there was only E. coli, and that's how people got high back then. They would take small doses of E. coli and just go
It
wild.
was a
From
huge
Petri
high,
dishes.
but then the
Yes.
come down was death.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that'd
the
make a
best
good sketch.
high.
Is
What if
someone getting high
after
off
we
E. coli?
die, it's like we're just high all the time? Like our spirit goes into
I
eternal
believe that's what the
highness.
Christians believe,
Yeah, it's
Oh.
called heaven.
That's true. Rip.
but I wouldn't know.
Rip
I
in
thought I
peace.
just created a new
Rip in
religion.
peace.
Rip in power.
I was talking about the universe with my friend the other day,
Okay.
and honestly, I don't understand when people say something is like not possible. I don't understand how there can't be every single option out there, if that makes sense. Like every single universe has to exist. Every single combination, every single possibility like has to exist.
What does
Because
it
if
have
doesn't-
to exist?
Because if it
Wait,
doesn't
what does this
exist, that
have to?
doesn't make sense.
What if it doesn't want to, Akila?
Yeah.
Why does it have to do anything?
What about the reality where Hitler cured cancer, Morty?
Yes, that exists.
Yes. Well, but don't you think if we subscribe to that infinite universes, there is a universe where someone figured out a way to destroy other universes? So then there's one less.
Yeah.
So does that mean that there's infinitely one less?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Everything is true.
mathematically, infinity minus 1 equals infinity.
Okay.
That's the thing about infinity.
Okay.
Is it goes on forever. So you can take one away, but it's still infinity.
But that doesn't subtract from the fact that there is one less.
I don't think you can
See,
do
it's
infinity minus one.
it's like
Infinity is
it's
not
both.
a number.
Because there's one less, but it's still infinite. It's still the same
No,
amount.
well, the universe is expanding, so it's like not like.
Okay, and they're expanding. There's not. There's
It
gonna
has to be. If
they're
it's
gonna
if,
bump into each
Felipe,
other.
if there's an infinite number of universes,
Bumping
it has to be
universes.
expanding. Like
There's an
Wait,
infinite
wait,
number
wait,
of
wait, wait.
infinities.
like
Why?
the number of universes always has to be expanding because infinity is not a finite number. Like it keeps growing. Like it's
Infinity
infinite.
can't grow. That's the definition of infinity.
Yes, but I'm saying like there isn't. Oh, it's hard.
You can have
I
some
get trippy.
infinities that are bigger than other infinities.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that isn't that like from Fault in the Stars.
I don't know. I watched that movie and I was like, what am I in for?
But like it just doesn't make sense to me why one possibility wouldn't exist when this possibility exists. Like the fact that I'm in this room with you three, like doing a podcast, drinking cerveza.
And in no universes is she the host.
Like how? Yeah, how's there not a universe where I'm the host?
You're
Is there a
too
universe
you're
where
too
you're gonna
turned on
finish
by
that
your
beer?
own voice.
Honestly, my voice is amazing.
See, you can't host a podcast because you'd be so distracted by your own voice. Like you'd be like, and my guest today, wow,
Yeah, when do I-
someone's sounding good.
Doesn't even ask any questions. The guest is just like there the whole time, nodding.
Just do your own.
And you have like an
ASMR.
actual professional comedian in the booth saying nothing.
Oh, yeah, like Dave Chappelle
Are
and
you saying
Akila are in
me
the
and
booth.
Felipe are not actual professional comedians?
Have you
I
gotten
am.
paid?
I
Ever?
Someone Venmo'd me. I mean, it was for the UCLA fundraiser, but like, still.
Oh man, we're gonna have a fundraiser coming up soon.
Yeah.
By those standards, Noah is like the most professional of all the comedians.
Yeah, Noah's making bank, guys.
Yeah, hardly. Whew. Yikes.
Yeah, we're gonna have a fundraiser. When is it? When it is, we don't know.
We don't know. We'll
week
be
3,
blasting,
maybe.
Yeah, probably week 3. We'll be blasting social media about it.
This
Get
is an
people out there.
aside, but is there like comedy networking, like events?
Yeah, it's called
yeah,
a comedy
yeah, it's
store.
it's called going to comedy shows and networking there.
No, but like, is there any like formal thing? Like, yeah, tech companies always have formal like networking events.
Do you
Right.
want to do
I
a
don't
formal
com-
thing when you
Yeah,
wear
I
those
think
jeans?
stand-up comedians should have
Oof.
like a fancy like buffet and like they should network with each
Yeah,
other.
who's paying for that?
Oh, that's true.
See, I think it
Stand-up
exists.
comedians are not known for their immense wealth.
It exists. It's called the Mark Twain Awards.
It's called what?
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mark
It's just
Twain,
that we're not invited.
Mark Twain
No.
being one of the most famous stand-up comedians.
You know who I think was funny as fuck? Virginia Woolf. Everything she wrote was satire.
Was she related to Gilbert Grape? No.
I
No.
don't even know.
No, it was this like tweet Jake Wiseman posted about how like everything Virginia Woolf has ever written, it's like super suicidal and like really morbid and dark and like deep. He was like, everything she wrote is satire. Everyone is so stupid.
That just seems like not satire, but misanthropic.
Yeah.
It's a joke, Felipe.
It's like the cinema sins of
Oh.
satire.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha
It's
ha.
like, what's the joke? You're just being angry.
You know how I said I was bad at math? Well, I was also bad at English, so I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
What is your strength?
He's amazing at history, though. We talked about the Israel-Palestine
Oh,
conflict
God.
for a good fucking like hour and a half.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Wow.
She
How
asked-
much of that should we rehash?
Yeah,
I
here?
that
literally
sounds like
I
a good
took a
topic
Middle
to
East
avoid.
class, but I have like the memory of like the color turquoise. Like I just like
Wait,
forget everything, and so
What?
I asked.
What did you say?
I asked Felipe about everything about the conflict, and like he explained it
Uh,
with his own added political views. but,
Yeah, I'm sure Felipe is a truly unbiased
Yeah.
source in the Israeli-Palestinian
he really
conflict.
thinks it's no one's fault.
Okay.
He's
Well,
really vague about whose side he's
The
on.
real perpetrator is Switzerland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, those fuckers.
the Swiss are behind everything this whole
he
time.
bitched about Europe for like a good half an hour in the beginning.
All parts
what
of
I would
Europe.
do.
With the Europeans. Anyway,
That's your nation.
you asked my strength. It's art. It's not the
Oh,
other
yeah.
things.
I forgot that you're an artist.
Oh yeah, Felipe does art, guys.
Yeah, he's quite talented.
He got paid for it once. That's,
Akila
like, the
got
coolest
quite excited at the prospect of him drawing little cartoon bodies to put her head on.
thing. Okay, that was weird when you say it like that. It's for a header for our YouTube channel.
Header.
Header. We want like a cool logo, and I really want my face on like a cartoon body, like a
Cartoon
Bitmoji,
butt?
but like with my cartoon butt would be cool too. A Bitmoji kind of style thing, but with like my real face.
That'd be fun.
She keeps like using
That'd
this
be
tone
fun.
of voice.
That's my normal voice, Riff.
And I don't have to draw your face.
You don't have to draw it. Yeah.
Yeah,
you just-
exactly.
yeah.
This is
You
just
can use
like,
my Facebook.
faces are
profile
like a
picture.
whole thing because you've got the nose and the.
Wait, I would love a self-portrait though.
Oh fuck.
And the follow
You're
up to
an
that
artist.
is
Can you draw me?
yeah, the follow up is, and you should do that for free.
Can you do acrylic?
Yeah.
Yeah, my face in acrylic. Thank you.
All right.
I'm commissioning you for it.
You know that.
I'll Venmo you something.
A
How
peanut.
much?
I'll Venmo you an emoji.
Okay.
Two
Does that
emojis.
emoji come with $500?
It'll come with the
500.
the 100 emoji 5 times.
Okay,
And
that's
and $1
getting somewhere.
dollar. $1 real dollar. So $501 is what you're getting, and 5 underlines.
Think of the exposure.
Can I?
Think
can
of
I?
the exposure.
Can I plug my
experience.
services as an artist for
Yeah.
commission here?
Sure. Go ahead.
You
Consider
designed
it
our
plugged.
logo.
Consider it plugged. Yeah, contact.
What is your full name? No one even knows who you
My
are.
full name is Felipe Brisa Bejon.
Okay, no one knows how
Okay.
to spell
Everyone
that.
So
leaves
just
that-
type that into Google and you'll find them.
People
Felipe
leave out.
Aquila.
People leave out the Abejon a lot.
It's like
I-
Abe John.
I thought it was pronounced Azerbaijan.
Okay.
That's.
It's not. No.
Maybe in Azerbaijan it is, but I don't know how they do things.
Noah, do you go up
Over
to
there.
people whose last name is Nguyen and you're like, oh, I thought it was Nagayan? Have you ever heard that before?
Funny.
Nagayan?
My roommate's last name is actually Nguyen, right? It's he's a Vietnamese guy, and when I met him, I said, "Oh, hey, his name is T." I go, "Oh, your name's T Nguyen. Nice to meet you." And he goes, "No, it's Nguyen." And I paused and I went, I don't know if it is. And he was like, trust me, it's Nguyen. And I looked at it and went, I think that's Win. Literally everyone I've met with this last name says Win. He goes, oh, no, it's Nguyen.
You literally argued with him?
Yeah. I mean, which is like the most white thing I can do. I know. But like, it just threw me for such a loop.
But like maybe he wanted, like even if you think that's not like the culturally correct, like maybe he wanted it like that. I could say my name's Akilla.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's not correct, like I want you to say Akilla.
See, I
But
know
we're not
this
gonna
guy.
say it like
I know
that,
this
though.
guy named Devendra,
Okay.
but he goes by
Vinny.
Vinny. Yeah.
Get this.
Isn't it a little ironic how there's a Noah Stern in a comedy club?
Okay. I have heard that a million times, and you can
I
leave.
feel like you hear that every hour.
I hear that so much. I hear like, oh, you're not very stern. It's like, yeah, okay, I know.
You do
Like,
comedy.
I
you're
mean,
not,
it- it
you're not
does-
very my
Stern.
foot in your ass.
It does make sense. It does make sense because he's trying to be a star.
There you go.
Stern.
No, stern is German for star.
Oh.
Wow, Felipe, I
It's
got
also a part of a boat.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. So now that's the thing.
That's some
I
good
do
yes-anding.
I do actually enjoy sailing. So when people make like back of the boat jokes, I'm like,
You're like,
that is
continue.
true. Yeah.
Snaps.
Yeah. No. But
I thought that was
any other?
Pippa outside. I almost lost it.
No, it's not Pippa.
was like, she's back.
Yeah, Pippa
What
has
is
been
she
back.
doing here?
She is back though.
Yeah, welcome back, Pippa, if you're listening.
There's
to this.
no way she's listening to this.
Watch her listen to this.
How can I watch her?
Yeah,
listen
this
to
is an audio format.
Do you want me to go to her apartment?
Well, in case she does watch this, I would like to let her know I've missed her.
Aw.
Ah.
Did you text her while she was gone?
Did you ask
That
her how her
was-
trip was?
Okay, stop.
Just admit it. You don't like her.
No, she probably didn't have data.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
She was like abroad.
Yeah, we don't have data. in
Don't
Europe.
call her
No.
abroad. That's rude.
Yeah.
She's a fine woman.
That's not what I
Yeah.
said.
Okay, so
I can't ever be famous because of these podcasts. Like the amount of dirt you guys have on me.
Yeah, and
Just
no
change your
famous
name.
person has ever been on a
I
podcast.
can't be president, not because of the podcast, but because I wasn't born here.
What
Yeah.
other things can't you do?
I can't.
Can you
be-
whistle?
Honestly, I really can't. I can
Really?
make a raindrops or like a raindrop sound.
Oh,
That's pretty
that's
convincing.
actually pretty cool.
I like that.
We got to work that into a sketch.
Yeah. We just
I
started
just
just
come out
writing
and do that
sketches based on people's little secret talents.
Yeah, we really do.
Brave, what's your secret talent?
Apparently, I can play a frat boy.
You did play a frat boy in a sketch, and I remember.
I cannot sing. That is not
Yeah.
a talent
Wait,
I have.
please try.
Pick a thing.
Theme song to Blue's Clues.
Oh, I
That's
don't
a
know how that
that's a
goes.
deep cut.
Blues
We
Clues,
just got a
Blues
letter.
Clues.
Wonder who it's from.
That's
Is that-
believable.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that.
We just got a letter.
I'll take that.
I don't know this song.
What was the last episode?
I'm a
Did
big
anyone
kid
die?
now.
No, but I,
Wasn't she a puppet by the end? A talking puppet?
Who is she?
Blue.
Blue is a she.
yes.
Blue's a she, and the magenta dog is a boy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
That's
magenta
another
dog
thing.
is named Magenta.
Yep. Because that's how we name things. We look at a baby boy and we're like, boy. That's their name.
No, they're named by their color. So you go
What the
teal.
what the fuck is Blue's Clues?
Oh my God,
Oh.
Felipe.
You didn't get the
an
cereal
American
mascots. You don't know
classic.
Blue's Clues.
Nah.
What are you from Switzerland?
God.
No, I'm from Spain.
Okay.
All right.
Blue's Clues was let's explain. It's a show where there is a
A
man
dog.
who looks similar to Noah and Rafe blended together somehow, and he is he lives in a cartoon house. He has a dog, and every day he faces a problem, some new issue in his life, and he tries to solve this issue with the help of his trusty dog and the audience of children watching him. And he asks the audience questions.
So
and
far,
he
this is
finds
just Garfield
clues.
without Garfield.
It's Garfield without the
Perhaps.
sass.
And there's like a Salt and Pepper that talk. And
a
it's an
mailbox?
interactive show. It's an interactive show. And
There's
by the
never any
end-
cuts. Whenever it goes to the next scene, it just wipes.
And it's like Sherlock Holmes, honestly. And then at the end, he always solves it.
It's probably better than Sherlock.
It's really good. The colors are really nice. It's
sounds
like
nice.
it's very artsy.
Did you
would
keep
enjoy it.
watching after they replaced Steve with Joe?
They replaced Steve?
Yeah.
I never grew that old to watch
you know,
You
these
never
actors
grew that
want to
old.
go do other things.
Oh my God, no! Steve was so young though. How old is he now? Is he alive?
I
I think he's alive.
Yeah.
He says one of the reasons he left was because he was losing his hair.
if memory serves,
that have
one
anything
of the Steves or one of the whatever their title is, owner. That seems wrong. Carer was
One of the live action actors.
Yeah, that's better. Was I mean they've had a bunch. One of them was replaced recently with a Filipino American actor.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got some representation up in Blue's Clues.
Did they change the dog up? Get like a terrier in there or something? Mix it
No,
up?
well, actually, Blue's Clues was kind of hijacked politically by the Blue Lives Matter people.
Wait,
yeah,
what? For real?
yeah, Blues actually kind of came to be a real mascot for the alt-right very quickly.
Ah,
Yeah,
I know how that feels. When I was a kid, my name.
you were a mascot for the alt-right.
No, when I was a kid, like in my
Felipe
family.
made Pepe the Frog.
No, but my name was Pepe when I was a kid.
Oh,
Because Felipe Pepe, and when I was a kid, like my family goes,
Shouldn't
"Hey
it be
Pepe,"
Pee-Pee then?
and then I sure. See, that's what they called me in middle school. That's why I wasn't popular.
Oh,
But
I
no,
was
so
popular in middle school.
I was Pepe the child, and then my name became a racist meme. It's like if you're born in like the 1930s and your parents name you Adolf,
yeah.
and then
I can imagine.
shit goes down.
I mean, there are parents who name their children Adolf now.
And they get like fined and shit by judges.
I had an Uber driver. His name was Adolf. And I was
Really?
just like, I wonder if he knows.
Was it Adolf or was it Adolfo?
It was with a PH.
Oh,
So maybe it was
That's
Adolf.
better.
I think that's either better or way worse because he's trying to hide the fact.
Hey, what do you get when you put two Adolfs together?
What?
Adolf.
Two Dolph.
Oh.
All right.
And on that
Wow.
note,
I'll give that one to you.
anything else we need to plug?
At the moment,
Shenanigans YouTube
Felipe's
page.
birthday is also this week.
He's turning 22.
That's
Yeah.
why we had you both on for a special birthday
it's
episode.
a special birthday episode.
Yeah,
Hooray.
everyone
Special
is
aging
invited.
episode.
Oh, here we go. I'll be losing my hair next.
All of our
Everyone
all of our
Venmo Felipe
listeners.
$500 and he'll do a drawing of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as paying for art,
Yeah.
Exactly.
which you should do. Support your artists, everybody.
Please, yeah.
Stop
canvas
pirating
of
indie
something.
movies.
Specifically Felipe.
Yeah. Do you guys have any social media to plug?
Yeah, I gotta.
I don't know who's listening.
I guess
Everybody.
it's,
Also, Akila, don't act like you don't have a social media. Akila just randomly says, yeah, I have a Twitter account. And I was like, okay, I'll follow it. 2,000 followers. What the fuck? Out of nowhere.
Relax.
What? But no, relax. Like, the whole time we've been like, make sure to promo our shows. Hey, did you tweet out the link to this podcast?
No one knows where I even
Did
exist.
you
I very
tweet a
recently
link
put
to this
Los Angeles,
podcast?
California as my location.
Did you tweet your 2,000 followers to tune into UCLA Radio?
Yeah, actually,
They
what
don't
the
even
fuck?
know my real name. My
But
name
they
is misspelled.
could have tuned into UCLA Radio. Wow, she's not even.
They don't
okay,
know.
she doesn't want. No, that's fine.
I
She doesn't
have
want
up
support
to
comedy.
8
Be
Cool, dude.
anonymous.
Not cool. Some of us would love to have 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I also follow like 5 billion people. So
All right. So it just
it's
sounds
a
like she's
mutual
making
thing.
excuses for not promoting comedy
I'm trying to remain anonymous, kind of.
by having your
This
picture
is
be your avatar.
this is how you'll make it as a comedian, is
yeah.
it?
Yeah, remain anonymous.
Yes, that's why.
You're not fucking Banksy,
It's-
Akila.
No, not literally or
anonymity is a
metaphorically.
key.
Yikes, Felipe, you have.
Let's see. I have an Instagram where I make political cartoons. And speaking of shit, I gotta get around and make. I haven't made one this year yet. It's called @Felipe Makes Cartoons, all one word.
Nice.
And
They're
Yeah.
very funny. They're
Cool.
they're insightful too. They pack a punch. Akila,
thank you.
anything you want to plug? I'm giving you another chance.
My TikTok is
For real? That's what
I
you
actually
plug?
did make a TikTok, but
What
I don't
is-
even remember my username. It was
Okay.
I just opened it because I was curious what it is. It's horrible. It's a mess. I don't know what generation. What are we at? Z
Z.
is up to.
It's
I'm
for whatever's
confused.
after
We're
Z.
not Generation Z, are we?
We're not. We're Y. We're millennials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just on the edge
No,
of
we're not
aren't
millennials.
we?
The cutoff for millennial is 96.
I'm pretty sure it's 98 though. Some like
N-
it differs on different websites.
I've heard
It's
it's 2000.
debated so that we don't get to be lumped in with them.
Yeah.
Anyways, Rafe, do you have anything to plug?
No.
Okay, fair enough. You can follow me at Noah Stern _ on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter at Noah But No Arc.
You can also follow him in real life.
You can follow me at real life.
Hangs out around Bunch.
Yep,
and,
I love
Rolf.
Bunch and Rolf Hall. Follow the podcast channel at UCLA
We got
Podcast.
2 more comments.
We got some comments about Steve shaving his hair, and hey, Felipe, according to the comments, you're an artist now.
Really?
Yeah, you
What-
got some
what-
fans.
What are they commenting?
Or do they
Aw.
mean Steve is an artist?
Probably means Steve.
Who is
Yeah.
Steve?
Steve from Blue's Clues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Blues Clues.
All right.
We
And
are
on that
picking
note,
up Blues
it's time for us to sign off. Thank you for listening to another episode of The Riff, hosted by me, Noah Stern.
And me, Rafe Burstein.
Tune in next week. Our new time slot is not on Thursdays. It's Wednesdays, 9 to 10 p.m. Every Wednesday, every 9 to 10 p.m. that occurs on a Wednesday. We will be broadcasting, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel where we will be posting these episodes.
And as always, we hope you had fun, and we hope we had fun.
All right, everyone. Have a safe break. No, have a safe.
Happy
Happy
a great year.
January.
Happy birthday,
The worst
Keela.
month.
Happy birthday,
to
Keela
Felipe
and Felipe.
and to everyone else in the world whose birthday will eventually be this year.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Goodbye.
That is not that much.